ask me, what do I think President Trump has done over the last 6 months, I don't want to say that I think he did a terrible job, but if he's doing a terrible job, I got to call it like it is. And if it was a Democrat,
I will respectfully disagree with you on that.
I understand you would.
Okay, you're his freaking you're his daughter-in-law. Like, come on, really, you're on his side. It's okay, So I don't expect Lara Trump to be, like fully non-biased in the situation. All right, and that's all right. In this clip, we're going to watch Anna Kasparian discuss this Charlemagne clip about people are saying that Charlemagne has TDS. I don't know. I have not looked at it. Anna Kasparian is going to discuss the controversial conversation that happened with Charlemagne and Lara Trump on Fox News. But Charlemagne was all over Fox News, apparently, to talk about, I guess, Trump's current progress or his report card, how things are going. So we're going to watch this clip of Anna actually, it'd be interesting to see if she agrees too with Charlemagne. These people, they were so like, Anna, I'm leaving the left. Trump isn't so bad and whatever. It is what it is. And by the way, I just thought that these were all Johnny-come-latelys to the obvious. And, a lot of grifters jumped on the Trump train. Now it's cool to jump off the Trump train. So it's just the usual thing. All right. So I almost said I'll see you guys. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey, you can have your viewpoint.
Over the weekend, Charlemagne slammed President Donald Trump on a show hosted by Trump's daughter-in-law, Lara Trump. And as you can imagine, the president was not too happy with the commentary provided by Charlemagne. So we'll get to Trump's response and his bit of a meltdown in a bit. But first, let's give you more of what Charlemagne had to say. He hit Trump pretty hard on not delivering for the working class, especially when it came to his budget bill.
Least of us are still being impacted the worst. Like when you look at something like...
Hold on. Let me lower this a little bit because it always is just too loud sometimes.
The big, beautiful bill, that's something that, I'm going to benefit from because of the tax bracket that I'm in. But, there's going to be so many people that's hurt by that bill. And, anything that, takes away Medicaid from people and is going to put people in a worse financial situation than, they were previously...
It just added some extra parameters to the free money. You need to prove that you either can't get a job or you're looking for a job or, you got to try to get a job. This is what it was always supposed to be. I'm not going to say that I looked at the full change, but it's not. I highly doubt that 90-year-olds are now going to have to figure out how to get a job. I'm sure 30-year-olds are. And guess what? You need to figure out how to get a job.
In, I'm not for. And, he ran on that. Like, he ran on, the economy. He ran on saying that, grocery prices were going to be down. And,
That has happened.
No.
Inflation is trending down. And by the way, Medicaid, we want to make sure that people who are not actual recipients or shouldn't be getting Medicaid are off of Medicaid so it can actually benefit more people.
That's like one of the dumbest arguments, and I have to keep talking about that or responding to that stupid argument on Her Take all the time. Okay, how did Congress reach the number of cutting $1.1 trillion for Medicaid? Where's the evidence that there's $1.1 trillion in Medicaid fraud to justify a cut that deep to a program that rural hospitals across the country rely on, that the poorest Americans rely on for health care, including, by the way, mostly children who are born into poor families? But anyway, it's okay. Everyone who needs government assistance.
This is not what is happening. Like, this is just cannot be what's happening. I mean, what is going on? Like, again, they put parameters on it that people just have to meet. I don't even think they did cut. Really? You think they cut off $1.1 trillion? We need to get the real answer to this because this is a bit much.
Is committing fraud, and the welfare whores in Israel absolutely need the tens of billions of dollars we shell out to them for their genocide. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, welfare.
I mean, we could even. I mean, that's two different discussions. You know, when she brings it up like that, then no, I don't want to live in a society where we're just giving out money to people who, well, at least they should be law-abiding citizens. But I get that point that she just made. I do get that point.
Only for Israel,
yeah,
but not for Americans. Okay.
All right, we're going to move on from Cenk. So, yes, that's what I do. I'm just sorry, I can't do it.
Party in the future. Let's take a quick look at that.
I think there's a political coup going on right now in the Republican Party that people aren't paying attention to.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think that this Epstein thing is going to be a way for traditional conservatives to take their party back. I really do. I think that they know this is the issue that has gotten the base riled up. The MAGA base isn't letting this issue go, and for the first time, they know they can, probably take their party back and not piss off the MAGA base. I think they're going to do that.
Well, see, the thing is, Charlamagne doesn't fully call it out, but he is right. I look at it the same way too, and I'm going to tell you why. Listen, look, everybody, by now, people should know that I sat out the 2024 election, and for people who are going to say, that's dumb to not vote, please. He won anyway, guys. But not even just that. If I'm not happy with what I'm being presented with, and I'm not voting for it, and I'm the same girl who was at the rallies waiting 5 hours, whatever. But coming back to the point, once after I saw who Trump donors were and all of the promises, once the man said he was going to stamp out anti-Semitism and can't come for our First Amendment rights, I was just like, oh, never mind, the same for me. This is a totally different person. So anyway, but he's not doing anything that he didn't say he was going to do anyway. Like as far as the legal immigration and stuff, that was another reason too. I was like, just never mind. But yeah, I do think though, because when you hear about all these scandals, whether it be Epstein, whether it be, just anything, whether it be nuking Russia, anything, it's always Trump, 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 Trump. You would think Trump doesn't have a vice president. Where's J.D. Vance? And I think that the tech bros who are behind J.D. Vance are really making Trump look bad. And, okay, so obviously the tech bros aren't doing it, but there's something there that's saying, J.D. Vance, you stay far away from the scandals. Everything falls on Trump. J.D. Vance is never around.
All right. Look, I don't think that there's a coup that's being carried out by traditional conservative Republicans, the neocons. They've always been there. They never lost power. And
she's, again, she's so emotional. This is why Anna Kasparian provides evidence as to why women sometimes should not be speaking. I'm sorry. Me as a woman myself is saying that, but Anna, how I just explained it. Oh, the neocons are always there. Yeah, there's still neocons. There's neocons, and then I've heard people say that Trump dirtied up the Republican Party, and I knew exactly what that meant. Okay, you haven't been in the circles to know.
The America First agenda was just a facade. It was a complete and utter facade. Donald Trump is carrying out neoconservative policy as we speak. So there was never a coup. It was just that, unfortunately, voters, I believe, were lied to.
As they always are. So, look.
Definitely not listening to you. So, we'll go to Trump's response. But again, and please, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. Again, yes, of course, he is going along with all of the stuff that he's supposed to go along with. But, look, this is Trump's last term. So they're going to get rid of him. He's going to go away anyway. J.D. Vance is going to bring a different era where he's going to talk about modernization of things and real-time, results. Yeah, that'll be the campaign. And it'll be that tech bro data, infringement on your privacy. Your liberty will be gone. All right.
Very wonderful and talented Lara Trump, whose show is a big rating success, put racist sleazebag Charlemagne the God. Why is he allowed to use the word God when describing himself? Can anyone imagine the uproar there would be if our Christian lawmakers went to Israel and put a yarmulke on and debased themselves by sucking up to a foreign country? Sorry, he didn't write that part. That was my ad. Anyway, he continues. He's a low IQ individual, has no idea what words are coming out of his mouth, and knows nothing about me or what I have done, like just ending 5 wars. just ending 5 wars, including a 31-year bloodbath between Republic of the Congo and Rwanda, where 7 million people have died, and there was no end in sight. He didn't know that, or India and Pakistan, or wiping out Iran's nuclear capabilities, or closing the horrendous open border, or creating the greatest economy, where prices and inflation have come way down. Goes on and on and on. Anyway, Charlemagne is low IQ. That's the heart of the argument here, and Trump is the best.
And a sleazebag. Okay, so let's break that down a little
So
bit.
anyway, no, I don't need you to break it down. So, you know, I mean, Trump would respond like that. I don't really think Charlemagne is racist more than I think he's a victim in his mind. I think that he looks at white people as way more superior than him. So I don't think he's racist at all, to be honest. I think he's just a victim-minded, you know. Look, and the man has worked hard to get to where he's at, but if he thinks he's a victim, he thinks he's a victim. What can I tell you? But I don't think he's really racist. But yeah, so you know what? This is what's going on. I don't think it's about TDS. It's just Charlamagne actually made a good point with that cool thing. But of course, Anna couldn't keep up with it. I see you guys at the next one. Bye.